The Coach Calhoun Show is brought to you by Little General and Valley Distributing. The Coach Calhoun Show will be on timeswv.com each Wednesday.
We'll briefly talk about what happened last week before we get to tomorrow. But Concord game, another one, right down to the wire. You guys came through again, jolly again. And then you guys went over and played UVA Wise, had a nice solid team win. After all the close games that you've played recently, how was it for them to go against Wise and, get back into the feeling of winning a game start to finish?
Well, Sean, I thought the Concord game was a tremendous game. Concord is a very, very good basketball team, very well coached. We made some great plays in the final 4.5 minutes. Being down 11 on the road against that team, they're very, very good. They've got seniors. I thought we made crucial shots at crucial times. Thomas Wimbush really stepped up, scored 8 straight, and obviously Jason Jolly in the end of the game situations has been well beyond his years. I have not coached a freshman that loves the spotlight in the final minutes of games. So that's a great sign for him. And then really in the UVA Wise game, Sean, it was about playing a lot of guys, getting some different rotations, really trying to get our second unit going a little bit. Caleb Davis, I thought, had a tremendous game. Vontae Montgomery, R.J. Hutcherson, I thought, got the ball up, made some good shots. His shot looked really good. Some guys really got some good rhythm heading into this crucial stretch of games.
Okay, looking back at these last couple of games that have been tight all the way throughout, seems like a lot of the reason it's been so tight is the other team has been shooting incredibly well from outside. West Liberty, you're facing Seeger and a good shooting West Liberty team. What have you guys been working on, and what do you have to do to keep the other team from getting hot from behind you?
Well, it's a good point you bring up as far as these close games. The single most important factor at our level of basketball, and really you're seeing it everywhere, NBA, high major basketball, Division III, the three-point line has really changed the game of basketball. When teams shoot so many of them, you have to do a tremendous job of taking threes away. At one point in the season, probably 5-6 games ago, we were 6th in the entire country in Division II basketball in three-point field goal percentage at 25%. We've now risen to 46%. I think it's a combination of both. I think teams are really excited to play Fairmont State. I think teams have done a great job of making shots, but I also think it's a lack of focus on our effort, and maybe our coaching staff did not stress that enough. But in the last 2 weeks, I think we've gotten back to guarding the three a little bit better. We as coaches, have done a better job of teaching how to guard the three. We're breaking it down a little bit better, rotations individually. So we got to continue down the stretch of guarding that three-point shot.
Okay, you spoke about this just now with teams getting up to play Fairmont State. Looking forward to tomorrow. When was the last time there was this kind of buzz around a sporting event in not only Fairmont State University, but the city of Fairmont?
Well, I would say probably that first year. The first year when we were trying to get our program established, and we obviously were way off of the talent level and the depth due to the fact that we had 7 scholarships. That was a big time game. We set the record that year for attendance in a single season game here at Fairmont State. Looking forward to trying to do that again tomorrow. It's a great opportunity for both teams, and also Wheeling Jesuit on Saturday. If you look at the attendance all across the country in Division I basketball, Division II basketball, it's really at an all-time low. And why is that? Probably social network, probably more access to games on TV, maybe the economy. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. So for our kids to have a chance the next 2 games to play in front of great environments, great crowds, it's going to be really exciting for these 16 players.
Throughout the season, as you guys have risen in the ranks, people who are Mountain East Conference fans, Division II basketball fans, they know all about you, and they can stream the games online and such, but up until this game, this is by far the most exposure with all the media coming in and everything, and this is the biggest spotlight that's been on Fairmont State as far as I can tell this season. Are your boys ready for it?
Yeah, I think so, Sean. It's definitely been building. If you look at the year before I got here, I can remember coming to a game and there were 62 people at the game. I was an assistant at West Virginia and came to watch Fairmont State. So you go from 4 years ago to now, and you're talking about 3,000 people at a game. I think it shows you the growth of our program. I think it shows the commitment by our university, our athletic director, our president. They're seeing this basketball program do some great things, but we wouldn't be able to do it without the help of our administration, our fans, our community. So we really want to win this game for our entire fan base that's been loyal really throughout the last 2-3 years.
On the court, what's going to be key to picking up the win?
Well, there's a lot of keys in this game, but when we've been able to beat them here, it's their assists. They average 23 assists a game. In our wins the last 2 years in this building, we've only given up 10 assists on average. We've out-rebounded them by 8. In the three-point line, we've done a tremendous job. They've shot a very, very low percentage, 21% in their 2 losses. So those 3 things are going to play a big part in deciding who wins this game.
Okay. Last time you and I spoke, we talked about how, despite the number 2 ranking and all that, West Liberty's always been there. And Matt touched on this the other day. You guys still feel like underdogs. Seems now the window's open for you guys to plant yourself at the top of the Mountain East Conference. Are your boys prepared to do this?
Well, you hope. You try to educate them on things as far as standings, as far as regional rankings. But, as a coach, you just got to go out and prepare your kids and understand that this is another game. There's a lot of basketball to be played. There's going to be a lot of hoopla because of what's on the line. But you've got to go play the basketball game. You can't get caught up in the crowd. You got to stick to the game plan. The little things will win this game. Boxing out, 50-50 balls, converting on fast breaks for both teams because it's going to be a track meet. It's a fun, exciting brand of basketball. And West Liberty's been able to do that the last couple years. So we've got a chance to make a statement, not only in the Mountain East, but also for the region.
Excellent. Why would you encourage fans to come tomorrow?
Well, I think it's an exciting brand. The ball goes through the basket. People like scoring. When football, basketball, baseball, people like to see the ball go in the basket. In this conference, 85 points a game every night, number 1 scoring Division II basketball conference in America. You have 2 teams that are in the top 6 in the country. You have multiple great players. You probably have the best perimeter player in the country in Seeger Bonifet. You probably have the best low post player in Matt Bengaya. You've got a lot of great players across the board. It's going to be a fun night of basketball.
Excellent.
The Coach Calhoun Show is brought to you by Little General and Valley Distributing. The Coach Calhoun Show will be on timeswv.com each Wednesday.